70 years old? Yeah. I would do it. I would do it. My name is Kevin Gaynor. I am a master of Shaolin Kung Fu. I've been taking martial arts. Actually, I started right around here in Leesville, Louisiana, in Fort Polk in 1973. My father came back from Vietnam, and we both went to a school. And I was taking something I was never really familiar with. I mean, it was something that was very odd to me. I heard of karate and judo, but I had not heard of kung fu. Years and years later, I received my black belt in 1978 in Fort Polk, Louisiana. I went on to receive black belts in several other styles. And when I was in the military, I taught hand-to-hand combat to U.S. Special Forces, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Green Berets, and even foreign nationals like the Mossad of Israel. I taught hand-to-hand combat with them as well. But what I teach in Atlanta and at Boys Club, I don't teach violence. I teach martial arts as a way of respect and as a way of exercise. I tell them right off the bat, I don't teach bullies. I found out they use what I taught them in a fight, they're out of the class. We only teach people for self-defense, self-preservation, okay? I usually start off with the hand-to-hand combat moves, but it's more effective when you have a demonstrator. So we don't have that. I'm going to go into some of the weapons. Now, the best weapon, the oldest weapon in the martial art is a stick. We call it a bow. You might call it a staff. But it is basically a broomstick like this, okay? Now, where this came from, I'm giving you an education too. In China, the Japanese ruled China. Certain provinces, they took all their weapons away. So the only thing they could carry was like a stick, something that was not a weapon. The Japanese carried swords, like I'm going to show you later. But this stick, if used properly and correctly, can disarm with this sword because of what it has reach. And that is the advantage of this weapon. It's reach and power. And what I teach my students right from the start is to develop their power from their diaphragm and from the center of balance. This could be a broom handle, this could be a stick, this could be a shovel, it could be anything. But if used correctly, it's extremely deadly when you learn to use the certain moves. What I teach them is not to break off into any stances. If you do that, you alert the person who's attacking you. So what I generally do, I teach them to use what I call snap fighting, in that you are ready to attack at a moment's notice. Whenever you go, you do control. And martial art is not effective unless you can strike 360 degrees. So instead of just striking forward, we take the same force and we can strike backwards, we can strike sideways, or we can go all around. As long as you control the weapon, you control the fight. Now, the advantage of this weapon is, and I'll show you real quick, this is what the Japanese used. During the Ming Dynasty, this was the deadliest weapon available because tempered steel, it is blunt on one side, sharp, razor sharp on the other. You can behead a man with one swipe with it. But the advantage of this weapon is it outranges it by 3 times. So a skilled fighter can disarm a Japanese fighter in no time at all. Again, this weapon was not intended to kill, it was intended to disarm. All of the Shaolin monks had weapons. All of their weapons was designed to disarm. This may look like a deadly weapon, but with this catch here, it was designed to actually catch the sword and to disarm the Japanese fighter and to bring them down and to incapacitate them. The edge of the sword was blunt. It wasn't sharp. It was designed as a crushing weapon, not a killing one. But again, with control and with power, with balance and with focus, the same move that I did with the bow, I do with the sword, with the same results. Again, it's a flash fighting weapon in that you move really, really quickly, and you do it. I thought you needed a shade. But again, what I teach is techniques to disarm, not to kill. I also teach students the 360 approach to the martial arts. Again, all my moves are designed where I can strike left, right, up, down, or a series of combinations. But what we do, what we call, if you see any martial arts movie, any demonstration, they do what is called a figure eight, or the symbol of infinity, 8 on its side. What that does is, at the point where the 8 crosses itself, that's where you have the most power and the most balance. It's called a fulcrum effect. Again, you can turn at any angle. The last weapon I'll demonstrate was developed in Okinawa around the 1500s. The Okinawans were disarmed by the Japanese. Since they could not carry weapons. Now, the weapon I'm going to show you, a lot of you have seen it before. But in the 1500s, the Japanese never have. Actually, they have seen it. It was called a rice flail. And what it was actually 2 sticks together. It wasn't tied by chain, tied by cord. What it does is, it will stick it in the ground and measure the holes they're going to put the rice in and sugar cane. And so when the Japanese saw the Okinawans carrying this, they didn't think it was a weapon because it wasn't. This was a farming implement. But again, if used correctly, it would have the same effect as the other weapons. Now, in, I guess it was 1972, Bruce Lee popularized this in Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon. But let's go back in time. 1500, no one ever saw this before. They never knew what this was. This was a rice flail. But again, remember I told you about the figure 8 pattern. You do the same thing here with infinity. Now, the difference between this weapon and the rest of it is that you need centrifugal force. It needs to be spinning to be effective. But again, with the same technique, I will show you how they can disarm. You can disarm a person, or you can strike them. But again, none of these weapons were designed to kill. It was always the same. Now I'm going to show you the same approach. Same one. Okay. Same technique. And the thing about the striking, people say, well, you're moving so fast, how can you see it? You don't see it, you feel it. If you have to look at it, I mean, you're not looking at your opponent. You don't need eyes to use this weapon. You can use it completely blind. I can shut my eyes, use the weapon just as effectively. The stick is going to the same place each time. Each time. Oh, yeah. See what? I need a volunteer for my next demonstration.
Nicholas.
Yeah. How you doing? What's your name? Nicholas? How you doing, Nicholas? You take any martial arts before? Yes. What style? Like Taekwondo or something like that? Okay. But stand right there. I'm going to show you demonstration.
Maybe he ain't gonna hurt you.
You had this weapon, which is a Bismarck. It means not real. And I had this weapon. Do you feel confident? No? What if I gave you this weapon? Wait a minute. And I took, this is what I got here. This is my bag of weapons. Okay, you got that weapon, right? All right, let's see what I got. You have that weapon. I have, let's see. Wait a minute. This, okay. This is much smaller. This is a Shuriken. It's a, okay. Now, you feel confident, right? You should, right? Okay, now, all right. Now, you confident, right? You got a bigger weapon. Let's say, no, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to get the toy. All right. Do you feel confident? Right? You feel confident, right? Okay. Pick your weapon up. Right there. Hold it. Now concentrate. Concentrate. Hold it like this. Concentrate. You have a superior weapon. Let's say I'm going to put my weapon down. Empty handed. All right? Concentrate. Now you ready? All you're going to do is you're going to swing my block, right? Okay? All right. Hold it. Concentrate. I got one more weapon. Concentrate. Now remember, concentrate. Okay. Now, when I get this other weapon out, we're going to count to 3, and you're going to take your best shot. I'm going to take mine, okay? Now stay here. Concentrate. Concentrate. Hold on a second. I want you to concentrate. Don't want to be now. Concentrate. Concentrate. Ready? Now, the next shot is going to be me and you. I want you to concentrate, okay? Concentrate. Ready? Ready? The next shot's going to be me and you, okay? Ready? I'm sorry, don't break your concentration. Give my demonstrator a hand.
Yay!
What that demonstration was showing is that no matter what weapon you have, if your enemy knows that you have it, he's going to escalate. If you got a knife, he's going to get a gun. You get a gun, he's going to get a cannon. You are at a disadvantage when your enemy knows what you have. That's what I demonstrate. It is best to go out there and be a man of peace and to have to act like war than to go out there with your chest pumped out all the time. Because somebody got their chest pumped out even bigger than yours, okay? And that's what I want to show you, okay? Be a man of peace. My last demonstration is, I think I did it earlier, it's called the iron strip technique. What it is a Wing Chun breathing exercise that allows me to withstand blunt force to my abdomen, no matter who punches me or who hits me with what. Now I need a volunteer who's big and strong. Who?
John. I'm strong.
John? Who else? Who?
I'm strong.
Bert.
You strong?
Me too.
John? Who's John? Bert. John? I'm gonna let you do it last.
Daddy, go.
Come on, Bert.
Okay, Bert outweighs me about 1,000 pounds, but again, it's not about size, and it's not about weight. It's about being able to absorb blunt force, and it's not about being hard. It's actually about being pliable. I'm going to tell you the secret right from the start. No matter how hard he punches me, what I'm going to do is I tense up my abdomen, and just as he punches me, I releases it so that the force goes around my body instead of through it. I mean, I might get knocked back, whatever, but I won't be hurt. So, Bert,
Shoot him first.
your best shot right there. Okay.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt me. Okay. Get a good shot.
I can't see the camera. Move the other way.
Okay. Just write this down. I'm sure. Ready? Now, y'all catch me if I fly over there.
Hold on. I feel real bad about this. Come on, Kevin Stallone. Anybody else though? You know,
Okay.
just do it.
Just write this. All right, let's go. Yeah.
Kind of slip, brother.
That hurt?
It didn't hurt me.
Okay. Right here. You kind of went low, but not too low. Thank God. Okay, right here.
All right.
Knock me out.
Go, do it.
You can't do nothing.
Okay, again.
That's all you got, Bert.
Again, it doesn't matter. It could be about 5 years ago, I was in El Paso, and the boxer Hector Camacho, he and I went to Isleta School District. We did an anti-drug campaign. I did the same thing with him. He's a professional boxer, middleweight. Struck me as hard as he can several times, couldn't hurt me, because I am not taking the full brunt of his force. If I did, I would have internal injuries. What I'm doing is, you can't see this because it's interior, but I'm spreading that force around my body, so when he strikes me, the force goes around my back, and I don't feel anything, really. Now, young lady, I want you to try. Yeah. Okay. As hard as you can, okay? Okay, you want to try? Go ahead, right here. Right here. Ready? Come on. Oh! You win. Good punch. concludes my demonstration. You've been a good audience.
Woo!